do you feel is a decent amount to spend on the first date?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
What? You don't think it matters?
No.
The internet is going to come for you heavily for this.
I think these girls that feel like the date that they take you on defines the man that they chose, they're full of crap. It's absolute BS. I think that it's a woman that's looking for the bigger, better deal, that has the audacity to say, I can't believe you want to bring me to the Cheesecake Factory. A lot of these dating scammers that literally go on a date every night just to be able to eat something, you're lucky you're eating tonight because you probably can't afford to do it yourself. These men don't give money, they give bags these days, and you can't eat that. So be grateful that you got some food, and be grateful that a man put in enough effort to take you somewhere. And that's the problem. I personally feel like that's the problem with today's day and age. Like, a lot of men are becoming lazy in dating. They're becoming lazy in the pursuit because there's no appreciation for what they do.
There's a difference between lazy and reluctant. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
And now women have these super high entitlement level thoughts that they deserve to be brought to freaking Bora Bora on their first date. And it's like, who are you to even ask for that? What value have you brought to that man? It's audacity. It's the audacity for me.
Audacity for me.
And on top of that, you should want to be friends with the person that you're choosing anyway. If I don't like you, I'm not going on a trip with you. I'm sorry, but Instagram photos on, no. Homegirl, be grateful that that man put in some effort. And you know what? The more appreciation that you choose, the better treatment you'll get.
Bar.
That's what I think.
Bar.
I don't think the amount of money matters. I think that just do something that you like. If that man likes you, you like to go, take me salsa dancing. It's free on Wednesday nights before 10 o'clock. And then it's $10 to get in. And I would love that. Buy me a bottle of water because it does get hot and I do sweat. You know, or let's go for a walk in the park, or let's sit in a car and eat ice cream and talk about aliens, you know, like whatever it may be. But that's because are you out here just trying to go on nice dates, or are you out here trying to get to know a person for partnership in life?
I wish I could just microphone drop. I'm just frustrated.
I know
you saw how I was looking at you. I was just like, she's this going on.
I'm frustrated because women are ruining good men by acting like they deserve more than they do.
Damn.
A lot of these women out here really don't have nothing coming.
Damn. How do you, okay. Well, Jesus Christ.
At least that was a straight answer.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
We didn't dance around that one.
Before we get into my commentary, I want to read a few TikTok comments that got put down into the comment section that I thought would bring some interest to the conversation. The first one says, she's gonna need security detail. Why would a woman need to walk around in society with security detail just for telling the truth about women? It wouldn't be because modern women don't like the truth. But anywho, the next one reads, me and my wife spent $0 on our first date. We have a house, 2 cars paid off, and she has a $500 ring that I had to beg her to take. Married 7 years. Shouts out to whoever that guy is. It sounds like he picked a woman who has a brain on her shoulders. And again, you see that the woman didn't care what the man spent initially and she still ended up winning. Go figure. The next comment reads, the ice cream and aliens made me a fan. Who is she? I mean, she is a really good looking woman, but on top of that, to be a good looking woman and be humble and down to earth, that's definitely gonna give off good signs and it's gonna be a green flag for a lot of men. The next comment said, this woman is heaven sent. I agree with this comment because a lot of men don't hear women speak this way. We're hearing more of the other rhetoric. We're hearing more of the entitled language. We're hearing more audacity in the tone of women when they talk about the first date than women being excited to get to know a man or get to know us on a real level, on a human level. And women get upset when they get the same pickup line over and over and over again, and then eventually they want a man to approach them on a human level. Men are the same way. We don't always want to be approached like we're a walking provision or we're just there to create an experience for you. We want to be treated like a human being also. Men like when a woman takes the time to actually get to know what we are, who we are, what we're interested in. And I think women will find that if you treat men this way, you'll have a better experience with a man in totality. I like that she brought up the Cheesecake Factory girl because that was the beginning of women starting to get very honest and open about what they expect on the first date, which led to a lot of different lists being created on TikTok. The women saying the long list of requirements that guys gotta meet before they take them on a first date. which really exposed a lot of childish and immature behavior and a lot of the childish and immature thinking of a lot of these modern women. And she seemed to be very frustrated, and she's a woman who doesn't have to date other women, and she's frustrated with the audacity. So imagine if you're a man and you actually have to pick these women. You actually have to go on dates with them. You actually have to be intimate with these women. Imagine how frustrated modern men are dealing with women who talk like this, or who say that you have to spend $200 on them, or you have to spend $300 on them on the first date for them to take you serious. The positive thing about women speaking out like this is because if more women speak out like this, we'll start seeing less women normalizing this behavior. There's so many women saying that they want a $400 to $500 date on the first date. This happens because a lot of men out there will actually do this. They aren't good men. They aren't men that you want to keep. They aren't real leaders, but they are men nonetheless. Some would call them a simp, beta male. I just call them lost. But either way, there are men out there who will spend $400 to $500 on a woman who they don't know. There is a guy out there who would take a woman to Dubai or take a woman on a really luxurious trip, and he hardly even knows the woman. And these guys are accountable for creating this problem as well. Women aren't just out here just coming to these conclusions on their own and moving like this for no reason. There's always some guy out there who's willing to do it. There's always some guy out there who's willing to spend $500 of his income on a woman just to get to know her, especially a pretty woman. And that also brings in another negative lining of the conversation, because pretty women market these type of rhetoric knowing that it won't apply to all women, knowing that the majority of the women who absorb the content will be average women who will never be able to pull this kind of card. Hit the subscribe button and way out of the room. Also hit the notification bell so you can be notified every single time we post content just like this. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until next time.